Don't throw out that leftover bread. We'll be giving it new life with my Panzanella salad recipe. Hi everyone, welcome to Let's Celebrate TV. I'm your host, Peter Lee. Today, our celebration is all about salad. But I'm not talking lettuce and cucumbers here. I'm talking about Panzanella salad. Let's get started. So what is Panzanella salad? It's an Italian bread salad that has its origins near Tuscany. Now originally it was bread, onions, oil, and vinegar, and then tomatoes were added in the early part of the 20th century. There's many variations throughout Italy and here in America. So this is my version. Let's talk about bread. It's a bread salad after all. Generally, this is made with leftover bread, and that's what I have here today. I have a leftover sourdough loaf. You could use a ciabatta, a French loaf, whatever you happen to have. Now, I'm just going to cut this into pieces, about an inch, which is 2.5 centimeters-ish. Very simple. Just like that. So you want them large, but still bite size. All right, now we're going to put these in a bowl. And I have a nice big bowl here. We're going to drizzle these with olive oil, about 3 tablespoons. Now this is regular olive oil. You don't want to use extra virgin olive oil right now because we're going to toast this, and regular olive oil has a higher smoke point than extra virgin. That's pretty good. And we're going to season this with salt and pepper. Give it a good toss. Now we're going to put these out on a tray. Spread them out into one layer so they toast evenly. Now you want to toast these 400 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 200 Celsius, for 5 to 7 minutes-ish. You want to wait until they're lightly golden, not dark brown, not really crunchy, so watch them like a hawk. So let me put these in the oven. And I just happen to have some I did a little earlier. So let's put this aside and go back to that nice big bowl. Now I'm using the same bowl because why dirty another one? We're going to start by adding some red wine vinegar. I have 1.5 ounces, 45 mils, right in our bowl. Garlic is up next. Just 1 clove. Now, I minced this very finely on my little rasp grater. If you don't have that, you can use a garlic press. Right in. And I did that because I don't want chunks of garlic. I want that garlic flavor throughout. Next up is some Dijon mustard. 1/2 teaspoon. And a little bit of salt and pepper. And I'm going to give this a little whisk until it all combines. Just takes a moment. It's kind of fun in this great big bowl. Next up is olive oil, and this is where the extra virgin olive oil comes in. I'm going to do 4 ounces, which is 120 mils of my favorite extra virgin olive oil. Just going to drizzle it in, and what that's going to do is help it emulsify. All right, that looks pretty good. Now let's get building the salad. Our first ingredient is tomatoes. Here are mine. This is about 3 tomatoes that I cut up into wedges. Now you could also use cherry tomatoes with little multicolored tomatoes. You can use heirlooms, whatever you have that's nice and fresh. Right in our bowl. English cucumbers next. What is an English cucumber? This is an English cucumber. Sometimes it's known as a hothouse cucumber or a seedless cucumber, and I really like them. They have a milder flavor. Their skin is very thin, so you can eat the skin, and their seeds, they call it seedless, but they're very, very delicate, so they're easy to digest. Now, if you were using a regular cucumber, you might want to take the seeds out and peel it. But for this, all I did was I cut it into 1/2 inch or about 1 centimeter thick slices, just like that. Right into the bowl. Now, not all these ingredients are traditional. Like I said, this is my play on it. And here's something I like to add. Kalamata olives. This is 4 ounces, 115 grams of pitted Kalamatas. Now I want a little zing to this, and we're going to get that with red onion. This is 1/2 of a large red onion that I just sliced really thinly. And because there's not enough color or crunch, I'm going to add some red bell pepper that I just cut into mostly bite-sized strips. Again, not traditional, but I like it. I'm going to add a little bit of basil. I have here some basil leaves, about 15 of them, and I just did a chiffonade. If you don't know what that is, well, guess what? We did a basic skills episode about knife skills, and I'll leave the link for you in the comment section. So I'm going to put some of this in now. Now remember those bread cubes? These lovely, golden, beautiful bread cubes right in the bowl. Now all we have to do is give this a big toss. And this is going to get everything down into that vinaigrette on the bottom. And it's going to really help it mix through well. All right, now, I like to let this rest for about 30 minutes. You can eat it now, but the longer you let it rest, the more that bread is going to soak up that vinaigrette and the other juices from the vegetables, and it's all going to combine together. But it won't be soggy. Here we are. It's been 30 minutes. Salad has nicely rested. It's all glistening. Let's give another little toss. Now what's happening is a lot of the vegetables have started to release their juices. That's mixing in with that vinaigrette, and it's just all combining together. So let's have a little taste. I'm going to try and get a little bit of everything. If I can. Here we go. A little messy there, but that's okay. More of that bread. Okay. I think I want to do one more thing. I have a little bit of this basil left just for myself. Just a little few strands. There we go. What else could you have with this? You could shave some Parmesan Reggiano cheese over it. You could add little mozzarella pearls or burrata. There's so many directions you can take this. Let's give it a taste. Wow, it's so good. The bread is still a little crispy chewy, but it's soaking up all those flavors. The vegetables have marinated in that dressing nice, and they're releasing their own flavors too. And of course, that last little bit of basil, pop, big freshness right at the end. I think I need another bite. I think I need to wash it down too. Now, I'm never going to finish all the salad in one day. That's okay because this will sit in the fridge for 2 or 3 days just fine. But better if you serve this to your family, there won't be any leftovers. If you like this episode, sign up for our newsletter and get the recipes in your inbox. Then help us grow the channel by hitting the subscribe button, smashing that like button, and hitting the notification bell so you'll never miss an episode. All right, I am going to go share this with my family, I suppose. I may eat this plate here before I get there. While I'm doing that, I want you to watch some of these episodes over here. So until next time, everyone, cheers.